It's time to create a profitable, scalable, and sustainable studio for yourself and your students. Welcome to Dance Studio Empire. I'm Jen, dance studio owner for 30 years, running multiple locations with over 1,000 students, dance business coach turned mastermind mentor for dance studio owners, creatives, and leaders like you. I know you're committed to growing your studio and creating the time and financial freedom you most want, while also being the best in the industry with a reputation to match. I've coached hundreds of studio owners who have grown to 250, 500, and over 1,000 students using my signature studio scaled method. And in this podcast, I'll give you the clarity, strategy, and CEO mindset to help you do the same. Let's dive in.
Welcome back to another episode of the Dance Studio Empire podcast. Today, I am going to be sharing with you the top 3 strategies that my members are currently using to generate multiple 4 and 5 figure months. Now, these strategies are not only effective, but they're also grounded in the principles that we'll be exploring more deeply in the upcoming retreat, the Dance Studio Scaled Retreat, which I'll talk a little bit more about later. But for now, I'm going to dive in to these 3 top strategies. Okay, the first one. The first strategy revolves around identifying what sets your studio apart from others, honing in on your perfect family, and then focusing your messaging that's going to resonate with them. So as you know, I don't need to be telling you, we are in a competitive market. When we are, it's crucial to distinguish your studio by defining your unique selling points. So this begins with a deep dive into what makes your studio special. Essentially, if people are speaking about you out in public and you're not there, what are they saying in the conversations about your studio or about you? Is it that your teaching methodology? Is it that your community culture is strong? Is it perhaps the range of classes that you offer? But once you've pinpointed your unique strengths, the next step is then to communicate them effectively. So you want to craft your marketing message to highlight these strengths, making sure that they speak directly to the needs and the desires of your ideal family. So for instance, if your studio emphasizes individualized attention and personal growth, then your messaging should reflect this. You can do this by using testimonials and success stories to showcase the impact of your unique approach. Listening. Now, I spoke about this a couple of episodes ago, how important listening is. So when it comes to your current families, it's really vital. And this can be done numerous ways. You could conduct surveys. You could hold informal chats. You could use feedback forms just to gather insights into what they value most about your studio. And this will help you then understand their needs and concerns, allowing you to tailor your offerings and how you communicate accordingly. So by clearly defining and communicating your point of difference, you can then attract more of the right families to build that loyal community. Now, this focused approach not only helps you stand out from the competition, but it also drives enrollment and retention. This then contributing to those consistent multi 4 and 5 figure months. Moving on, the next one. So the second strategy that my members include involves identifying what's already working well in their studio and then enhancing those aspects. So rather than adding more in the hopes that this will be the answer to increasing your profit or increase your student enrollment numbers, focus on amplifying what's already working. Start by analyzing your studio's performance data to pinpoint the programs and initiatives that are currently the most successful. Now, this could be anything from school holiday workshops or intensives, or it could be a successful program that you offer, or maybe even just a particular style that you offer. Once you've identified these high-performing areas, then think about how you can enhance them. So this might involve investing more in marketing these programs. It may be that you need to, or you can, improve the curriculum or adding elements that is based on feedback that you've received. So the goal is to build on your existing successes and make them even more appealing. So, for example, if your holiday workshop is particularly popular, first of all, I would consider developing and making it into its own identity, but that's a chat for another day. But if it's popular, consider expanding them or adding new themes or adding extra sessions, doing something with it. You know that the model works, so how can you use that to make it bigger and better for you? Because you've done the hard work, you've built it, now let's just work on making it better. So enhancing on what's already working allows you to then leverage your studio's strengths and maximize your potential without the stress of overhauling everything all at once. It's this focused effort that can lead to significant increases in attendance, especially the likes of a school holiday workshop. You'll be getting outside people coming in to attend your workshops, increasing your revenue, this then driving that multi-4 and 5-figure months consistently. I just wanted to take a quick moment to share something exciting with you. If you're feeling overwhelmed, hitting your energetic capacity, and need a breakthrough to scale your studio, I have just the thing for you. I would love to invite you to the Dance Studio Scaled Retreat, which is happening at the end of June at the gorgeous Nunaweena Retreat. This is more than just a retreat. It's a lifeline for studio owners who want to grow their business without burning out. So imagine walking away with a clear plan for 2025. Yes, I said 2025. A simplified business strategy that focuses on scaling what you're already doing well and practical steps to eliminate what's not working. You'll learn how to find more time for the important things, achieve a sustainable work-life blend, and build a studio that's both energetically fulfilling and balanced. So over these 3 transformative days, you'll enjoy luxurious accommodation, delicious meals prepared by a private chef, and intimate business development sessions. You'll also connect with like-minded studio owners, learn from expert guest speakers, and participate in rejuvenating activities designed to refresh your mind and spirit. Now, if you're ready to reclaim your time, boost your confidence as a CEO, and lead your studio to new heights, this retreat is for you. So check out the details in the show notes or send me a message if you have any questions. Let's work together to make 2025 your best year yet. All right, back to the episode. Okay, the third strategy that my members are doing involves thorough strategic planning. Now, studio owners will generally fall into one of 2 camps. First one is the people who wing it and they innovate on the go. And the second one are the people who plan months, sometimes many months ahead. Now, I have said it before, there is no right or wrong. So for the studio owner who wings it, the thought of planning might feel quite revolting to them, and vice versa to the planner. No right or wrong, it's what works for you. I myself am in camp 2. I am a planner. I plan at least 6 months ahead, if not 12, particularly when I have my studio. It's almost like I would start the new year, a couple of months into it, I would already be thinking about the year ahead. Now, this might not be your cup of tea, that's totally fine, but I can tell you from working with studio owners who are more inclined to plan, they are growing and scaling at a faster pace than those who don't. Planning ahead, it not only reduces the stress, but it also ensures that you're prepared to seize opportunities and address challenges as they arrive. So essentially, it's proactive versus reactive. And it depends what world you're happy living in. For me, I'm just a proactive person. I would rather deal with things, in advance as opposed to just constantly trying to put out those fires. You want to start your planning process in advance. You want to review the previous year's performance. So look back at your data, look back at your stats, look back at your lists, however you keep your data stored. Set really clear goals for the upcoming year and then create a detailed plan to achieve those goals. It really isn't much more complicated than that. And I think sometimes with all the information that we receive, it can be quite overwhelming. It's like, oh, I don't know how to do it. There's so much to do. It really is that simple. It's just a matter of having the plan, setting the actions every day, and then you'll eventually get to your goals. There is nothing to say that you can't change your direction, pivot, turn, whatever you need to do. But you need to know where you're going to keep moving forward. And it's having that clear roadmap, you can then allocate resources more efficiently, and you can avoid last minute scrambles. And when things don't work, it's like, oh no, I'm sure you've all been there, and you know that feeling of it didn't work out, what do you do now? We've all been there. But for me, like, if you've planned something, you've almost planned a contingency anyway, so if something does go wrong, you do have another plan. Some things to consider when you are planning is involving your team in the planning process, because this will then ensure everyone is aligned and more committed to the studio's vision. This might be not every single teacher, depending on their involvement, but if you have a manager, if you have a 2IC, even some of your senior teachers that may have been around for a while, this is a really good thing to have a think about. Also, regular team meetings and check-ins can help keep everyone on the same page and motivated. So additionally, my members will also set aside regular CEO days each month, and they use those days to review their progress. They will adjust plans and stay focused on their long-term goals. So whether that feels like you or not, all I can do is just tell you what works and what I see works for them and what's worked for me, and maybe it's something you can implement. However, in saying that, planning for the new year also means you still need to be flexible and adaptable, because as you implement your plan, you need to be prepared to make adjustments based on feedback and changing circumstances. I'm sure you've been in a situation before where you've planned everything out and you're ready to go, and then all of a sudden you've had a teacher call and say they're moving interstate, or they're no longer going to be available for those particular classes. So you still have to be able to be flexible and adapt. And again, this comes to having a bit of a backup plan. I think I live my life with a backup plan. Anyway, it served me well. This again is a proactive approach, and it allows you to stay ahead of the curve and capitalize on any new opportunities as they arrive. So you've essentially done the hard work, the foundations are laid. So now it's just the padding on top. By dedicating time to strategic planning, you can create a structured and organized dance year that supports your studio's growth. And ultimately, for most of you who are listening here, I'm pretty sure that is what your goal is. So this not only reduces stress, but it also ensures that you are consistently moving towards those goals, that then driving the multi-4 and 5-figure months. Okay, these 3 strategies: identifying your point of difference, enhancing what's already working, and thorough planning for the new dance year. These are just a taste of what we're going to be exploring more deeply at the Dance Studio Scaled Retreat. Anyone who attends is actually walking away with a complete 2025 plan. So if you're looking to generate multi-4 and 5-figure months, take your studio to that next level, then you should consider joining me at the retreat. It's being held at the end of June. At the time of recording this, there are actually only 4 spots left. So if you think this is exactly what you need right now, you can just send me a DM on Instagram and I will send you the details. This is an opportunity that you don't want to miss if you are ready to really dive in and get ahead and be on the front foot for the new year. All right, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope these strategies have inspired you to take some action and then see the incredible results in your studio. Until next week.